Okay, think about the last corporate announcement you read. Like, really think about it. Did it make you feel excited? Or did it just land in your inbox? Most of those memos, new hires, promotions, you name it, there's such a missed opportunity. They give you the facts, sure, but they don't create any real energy. Well, today, we're going to change that. Oh, you totally know the one I'm talking about, right? It's got a name, a title, a start date, maybe one bland line about their last job. You read it, you hit archive, and poof, they're gone from your mind. That's just a broadcast. It's not a connection. It does absolutely nothing to make you care about the new person joining the team. But what if an announcement could do so much more? What if it could build instant trust, spell out a clear vision, forge a real personal connection, and just light a fire under the whole company? Well, today, we're going to break down an announcement that does exactly that. So let's dive into our case study. It's a welcome announcement for a guy named Thomas joining a company called Credit Sweep Solutions. Now, on the surface, it might seem pretty simple, but trust me, this thing is an absolute masterclass in turning a boring old memo into a really powerful piece of communication. And this right here, this shows you the fundamental shift. Your typical announcement just states the facts. This one, it tells a story. It goes way beyond just being formal and actually blends the professional with the personal. And that's the magic, right? That's how you go from simply informing a team to genuinely inspiring them. Let's dig into how it all works. Okay, so first things first. You've got to establish why this new person is the right choice. Why them? Why now? The announcement for Thomas does this brilliantly, right from the get-go. And it's not just by listing skills. It's by building this deep, undeniable foundation of trust. So right away, the announcement just lays out his professional cred. It doesn't just say he was in sales. No. It uses words like consistent and driven, exceptional at generating leads, and proven success. See, these aren't just fluffy words. They are concrete statements about what he can do. This is the proof. And then you get this. And folks, this is the secret sauce. After laying out all that professional evidence, the leader puts their own reputation on the line. It's a direct personal endorsement. That one sentence changes everything. It elevates the whole thing from a stuffy introduction to a powerful statement of character. So there it is. The winning formula is literally proof plus trust. You give people the hard evidence of someone's skills, and then you layer on that powerful personal endorsement. When you get that combination right, boom, you've created instant and unshakable credibility. All right, so we all know Thomas is qualified. Awesome. But what's he actually gonna do? A great announcement doesn't just define a job, it defines the impact of that job. It's not just about the what, it's about the why. Let's see how this one pulls it off. The announcement actually gives his whole strategy a name, the win-win model. I love that. It's not a job description, it's a philosophy. It makes it crystal clear that Thomas's success is directly tied to the success of his partners, and ultimately the company. It's all about collaboration. And here's where you see the long-term plan. It's a growth engine. Thomas isn't just filling a spot. He's kicking off a cycle. He builds relationships, that brings in clients, he succeeds. But here's the kicker. He then recruits and mentors others to do the exact same thing. You can see the whole vision for the future right there. And that's the big idea here. By framing his role this way, the announcement shows everyone in the company exactly how Thomas fits into the big picture. His work isn't just a list of tasks, it's a strategic pillar for the company's future. Okay, now we get to my favorite part. So we've established he's credible and he's strategically important. But the announcement doesn't stop there. It makes him human. It builds a real connection before he's even walked through the door. I mean, come on. How powerful is this line? A great human being. Beyond all the skills and the strategy, this signals that the company values character. It makes the welcome feel so genuine and shows that the culture is about way more than just hitting your numbers. And then they drop this little personal detail. Mentioning he recently bought a new home is just a wonderful touch. It makes him instantly relatable, right? It marks a huge moment in his life, and it shows that the company sees him as a whole person, not just another employee. It's such a small detail, but it has a huge impact. And notice this too. It's not just about Thomas. It strategically places him on the team. It pairs him up with his colleague Alma and even highlights her strengths. This sets them up as this perfect duo to get things going again. And suddenly, you're not just excited for a new hire, you're excited for this new team. And this brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. The announcement uses this single hire as a launchpad for the entire company's future. It turns a simple welcome into a bold declaration of what's coming next. And I gotta say, I love the honesty here. The memo admits, hey, this business has been quiet for a while. They don't hide from it, they own it. And then they immediately pivot to the future, framing Thomas's arrival as the catalyst to bring it back stronger than ever. It's a comeback story. So it's not just talk. They lay out the actual recipe for this relaunch. It's not wishful thinking, it's a plan. We have the right people, we have the right purpose, and the timing is now. This simple little framework makes the future feel real and intentional, and pretty darn exciting. And what a perfect way to stick the landing. That word, family, reinforces that culture of connection. And that final phrase, we're excited for what's ahead, well, that's not just for Thomas. That's a message for everyone reading it. It points the entire company toward a shared, optimistic future. Okay, so after breaking all that down, what can we actually learn from this fantastic example? How do we take these ideas and use them in our own announcements to make them just as good? All right, here it is, boiled down into 4 key steps. 1, blend that professional proof with real personal trust. 2, don't just explain the what, explain the why, the strategic impact. 3, weave in those little human details that make people relatable. And finally, number 4, frame the whole thing as a step into a brighter future for everyone. And really, that's the ultimate question to leave you with. Your next announcement. It isn't just a memo, it's a moment. It's a chance to lead. So don't just broadcast facts. Tell a story. Build a real connection. Turn a simple update into a catalyst for some genuine inspiration.